Lots of opportunities. Let's say if you have had some sort of surgery and you are sitting at home and trying to take care of yourself, you're running into some problems, or you have other people who can't quite handle that. If you've got elderly parents, grandparents, family members, spouse that could use some extra in-home help as well, you have help from Home Care Services Santa Clarita. Here with me, President of Home Care Services, Rick Ferrante. Welcome back.
Good morning, George. How are you?
Great.
Good.
You've got lots going on. And one thing I want to talk about, of course, the Alzheimer's support group.
Yeah, not forget that one.
And that's and I want to talk about that because that is such a when you start noticing those signs, and you don't even know, how do I even approach this with my parent, grandparent, spouse, loved one, that to even begin to figure out how to deal with this. So I think that's really good. But you have a lot of other stuff going on too as well.
Definitely. There's a lot of things. The support group is one of them, but the resource center that over there, we are over on Cinema Drive, right in the middle of the street on Cinema Drive. And what we have is just a whole bunch of events, educational series, different things there that people want to make sure that people understand that they're there so they could take advantage of them. Many of them are free or very nominal, and cost kind of depends on what it is. But it just runs the gamut. I'm going to kind of list a few of them that are just even in this next week or two that are going on. So today, there's going to be the Kidney Quest Foundation, and they have a support group and educational series that they do there at Home Care Services at our office and our resource center. So they come in and they have a support group for people that are dealing with kidney disease and renal disease. And then also various speakers, and they do this once a month. That's 2 o'clock today. Tomorrow, Thursday at 10 a.m., we have that support group that you were mentioning. We'll go back to that in a minute, but that's the Alzheimer's support group. The American Heart Association, stroke prevention. It's a series, but it's various different topics, and this one's on stroke prevention. That's on Monday the 20th at 6 o'clock. The next day, Tuesday, the 21st, is a family caregiver training at 2 o'clock. This is for people who, instead of, if they can do the caregiving for a senior themselves. A lot of people just don't know what they're doing along those lines, and there's a lot of elements to that: proper lifting, nutrition, medication management, that kind of thing. And we have a caregiver training for family caregivers. It's similar to the ones that we give to our caregivers, but this is for families. There's an Alzheimer's presentation on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. That's next week. Know the 10 signs of Alzheimer's, so that you could recognize when there's an issue. It goes on and on and on, George. And what I kind of encourage people to do is there are things out there. Every one of these, I'm looking at it real quick, every one of those are free. And so there are resources out there for people that have various situations. And in-home care is one of those kinds of things, but there are other, ailments, there's other diseases, there's other situations that people need to look around and say, okay, maybe there's some things out there that I can take advantage of. Support groups or just things that can educate them. So give us a call, go to the website, look, we have a calendar, we have a lot of things out there that they can take a look. And like I said, that's just in the next week and a half. I mean, if I did the whole month one, we'd be here for an hour going through all the stuff that is out there.
Exactly. It's homecaresantaclarita.com. I think it's really important because when you start noticing things that, especially when we talk about our parents, like at my age, in-laws and things like that, where you start going, and you're not quite sure. And that's what I mentioned at the beginning. How do you handle, where do you even go, who do you even go to find out, okay, what can I do about this? So I love the fact that you have support groups and that they're actually free. So that is an amazing thing.
Yeah. So that Know the 10 signs is a great one if somebody is just not even sure. The support groups then, let's say, okay, now you have a situation where we have Alzheimer's here, or we believe that that's the case, or some other form of dementia. Support groups are for those that are not suffering from the disease themselves. It's their family members, friends, whomever is connected to that loved one, and it's a support group, and you can kind of imagine what it is. People get together. There's a facilitator, a trained facilitator from the Alzheimer's Association that's there and helps guide people into assisting each other. And with all the tricks and tactics and strategies and ways to emotionally get your head around this situation, oh my gosh, every time somebody comes out of there, thankful for the other people that are there that are other caregivers. And then this one in particular, the one we have on Thursday, at the same time, we split the patients, the ones suffering from Alzheimer's, and we have what we call Art for Alzheimer's. And so they do painting and other art that is cognitively stimulating, but it's for the actual patients as opposed to the caregivers.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Really neat combination of stuff, and things like that people need to take advantage of. And that, George, these kinds of things are the reasons we had that walk. This is the kind of thing that's free. Those are all free. The reason we had that walk is to bring resources into Santa Clarita Valley for people and their families that are suffering from that disease. This is an example of what we got as a result.
And we're talking about the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which we have the next one. That'll be in October 7th in Bridgeport Park. But my point is that we do fundraisers. We support nonprofit organizations for a reason, for research, to find a cure, that kind of thing, for the Alzheimer's Association, but also to bring resources into our community to help the people in our community. Take advantage of it. Find out what's going on out there and take advantage of these. There's a lot of people that need help.
Rick Ferrante, President, Home Care Services. You can learn more about the activities and events that we just talked about by going to homecaresantaclarita.com, located on Cinema Drive, easy to get to from anywhere in the valley. Office 800-808-4777 or direct line 412-0707. All that information is on the website. Also on our website, hometownstation.com. Rick, always a pleasure to have you stop by.
Great. Thanks for having me.
You bet. 9:46, traffic in 2 minutes.